to the T. Trapping weak. Swear to God, I could have been Freddie Gray. Or Mike Brown getting down with a on me and a half a. Let me buy Sandra Bland. Listen, boy, you're challenging with the running man. I was challenging with a hand. What you see before you what they done told you from nothing, man. Grand hustle over everything. And hit the king like an 18-wheeler in and out of air lane. Never been a part of the in crowd. Got a problem with me, I said, y'all got the same friend that I came in with, ducking all that lane. Hey, everyone knows on go. I rolled in a 4x4. Believe if I kept gon' go see me with ain't gon' see them no more. They love when I talk that. Roll by the car lot when bought it. Caught case at the case and a phone. They will watch you give a that. I live today rapping back, caring them back what they capping back. Bankroll mama, we know it did. We cashing out, we bagging that. Stacking up, there's zero. Certified neighborhood hero. You can try one of them. Better not try with me though. Hey.
Bring it in. Roll it down by 2. We're gonna go out here, run this play for the win. Let's go sweeps. Blue 14. Watch left.
We to the man, Atlanta hat cop to the left, turn to the back. Try to see we weren't having that. Sit with your ad, drop it out with Alabama ad. That would get for trying to battle rap. Head, be one and done. No drive, but we running. Walk up to you while you showing us stun till you up that jewelry and money. Playing game, thinking showing up funny till my young win for me. Yeah. For the love of the bankroll, keep it been to you. Don't nobody care about it, don't nobody wanna hear about it. You got a problem, huh? Well, it's the same thing for everybody. I ain't gon' lie. I promise that the day go by. I ain't on the grind if I ain't on fire. If it one thing I want, then it can't go by. Tryna put seat wheels on the Range Rover. I ain't finna play no game, that what you know. So if you think at the top, tell them move over. Modern day Tupac in a new Hover. Know that now come with us and down. We dodge it, steady ducking clown. We chasing meals so we can put that down. Top, but we run the town. But with millions in with no cap and gown. We're all in what happened now. Metal throne, concrete crown. Call that line, you getting beat. Real, what veteran. What academy. He still remember me when they were sick and needed their medicine. Better watch it, partner, you ain't from around here thinking sweet, you got the wrong idea. Get left out there, tell them so what? I kept trap music all black. Still, I'm that stupid. Still down to do it if you act stupid. Get locked up and get back to it, yeah. Trap music all black. Get locked up and get back to it, yeah.
Okay, you got it. Look. Go. Look at you go. Okay, you bubbling. Look.
Yeah. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash coming in. Come get your man, Slim Booker bugging me. Just see the bag, quit all that jaw jackery. Don't even me that I don't want none of it. He's mad about it, had enough of it. Whoa, watch what you saying, how that poppin' and shaking. Got is a lazy, my posse deep and I raiding. We act a fool for the paper. Had a dream and I made it. El Camino on Dayton's, bitches guess over bait. Put the bread on me. Bet on my bacon, big it flat in the bacon. I might just roll out today. I might just roll out to Vegas, head back to my old ways. Cop a roof for all day. Look at me, baby. Look at me, baby. Don't I look like a million? I'm about to clean out the safe. Don't I look like somebody that just be bodying everything? All that talking is great, but I don't be talking. I air it out. All the problems have gotten easy to bury. I'd rather levels out. I'ma take mama to the Marriott and took me so long to get it, gonna spread it out. Let them know all about me when I'm dead and gone. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. I'm gonna need all the fries you can give me, all the hot sauce, all the pie you can give me. Better be all or nothing, don't have me in the middle. You better be all you can, yeah, in the limit. Yeah, super fly for the Dumbos, plenty slides like a shuffle. Hit the cadence on my young Isaac Hayes, Billy Ocean, about the old with the cane stick. Let my slippers at the function. It's hard to run the Gucci slides. That bet you say you didn't never. I'm a step no. Jackie Chan, no travel. Can't clean it with the beat. Dripping from the. No Lord, not me. I can never be the one you want to stuff for. Money, the machine. The fair got my stove. R.I.P. the times that I was broke. Acting like a 9/11 folks. Matt back, lick it clean. Dead presses in and I'm a local. Cooking up canard. Waiting for the antidote. Running out of time. Pictures thinner than a penny hoe.
Rub your empty pockets. I don't do that. You might press me. You do what I tell you. Get over here. Who's gonna get this?
One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling.
I like when birds come in. Sounds like I see seats in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, you from the back of the. I got a girl, Brad. She go to battle. LED logo the tag. I go in back of the. They all from that. My diamonds, they all look at. This, that. I go to bed on back. I got the beam in the flats. I got it in the back. Haters, they talk the chat. They step on the rock, the man. I'm a K-back. 400K. I found out where you lay at. I got the lurking and they hate cats. Pockets stay fat. I got the from the block and they screaming, they know what banks at. I got the work on the avenue, they know what tanks at. I got the that live in the mansion, they know what that. I got some that's up in the jungle, they know what that. I came on top of the building, yeah, we had a plan. We came on top of the building, yeah, we never ran. Down there, thought that I had a fan. Oh, hey, any 10 o'clock, got a flight out, yeah, I'm going back out to Japan. I got 2 Billy truck and a bitch door with a land. Bruce Wayne, I'm Batman. Batman, I'm best man. I got my best man. I got my. I go to hotels when I step out, yeah, your boy got a doorman. I go to nightclubs with a. Yeah, they call me the madman. I ain't no madman. I just go crazy, man. Ball hard, can't face, man. Choppers, rip wasteland. This what happen when you give it a taste life and you give it a wasteland. This what happen when you give it a fake life and then the ape in. I like when birds come in. Sounds like I see seats in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, you from the back of the. I got a girl, Brad. She go to battle. I like when birds come in. Sounds like I see seats in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, you from the back of the. I got a girl, Brad. She go to battle.
Okay, Coach, we are about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at New Era Field in Orchard Park. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the Buffalo Bills. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. On first down, Carr. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A huge play there right off the bat, and even 40 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. Brandon, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him. 2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jerry Hughes in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Carr. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. This from 54 yards away. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers? It's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake, Barrett. He's going to fire one deep over them. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Down. We waiting. 7:34.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. Letting one fly deep. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A gain of 39 that time. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process, when he came out of began back in Miami, he really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On second down, here's Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And now it's third down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Carr. Throw left side, complete to Sharp. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Now, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. They've got a second down and 8 to start things out. From the shotgun, here's Barrett. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
To throw on third down. Barrett. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Barrett looks to throw on first. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Working out of the gun, it's Barrett. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and that's caught inside the 35. A big play here for the Bills, and even 40 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's no quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking for Hearns, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Matthias Farley. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. He sets to fire deep. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll start the drive with Drake. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. First target, first catch, and a first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Flex round! Flex round!
On first down, Barrett to throw. Looking deep downfield. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play here for Buffalo. 48 yards. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Barrett now on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Hello after this. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Here we go! One.
They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Hauschka's kick is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there. Carr to Cooper. 51 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Carr now on 1st down. Sideline throw, that's caught. Amari Cooper. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
Down. 180. 24. What's up? 49.
Carr now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Again, it's Carr. Dancing to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Raiders on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st. Run for it on 1st and goal.
A little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the lead will increase to 6 now. It's 9-3. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive, going to the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On 1st down, Drake. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Marquise Lee, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bills are an extra point away from taking the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Carr. He's got his way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now out come the Bills. On the give, this is Drake. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
He finds Hearns left side. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down. Barrett looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Drake, and he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Drake. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's the Pro Bowl corner, Aqib Talib there to stop him.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run with Drake, and he's got the first. He's up to the 45-yard line. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, here's Barrett. He goes underneath to Drake. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his legs.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack, but that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down. On 1st and 10, Barrett. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Flex round! Flex round!
Now Drake. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be 4th down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll try and sneak it here. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off the decision to go for it. 1st and goal. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably doing play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Come on, let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38! Ohio! Ohio! Hut! Hut!
Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. So that'll back him up 5. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Hauschka's kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, It's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him... Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
6-18. Hey, 7-34. Get set.
They go play action here on first down. Out to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage.
29.
Now Carr throwing on second down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Carr now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. To throw on second down. Carr. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
On second down, it's Drake. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Barrett. Throw left side complete. That's Cole. And he lost the football.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
Here's Barrett looking to throw. Flush to his right. And he slides to avoid the hit. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another first down. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. from the gun. Barrett. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that...
Tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. Operating from the gun. Barrett got his man complete over the middle. It's Cole, and he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
Now Barrett. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Drake. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. On first and goal, Drake. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Second and goal from inside the 5. They'll come out in the pistol. He'll get it up the middle, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Hauschka's kick is good. And that'll bring him back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. They're up by 1. They have the football. The key here, just don't do anything silly, right, Charles?
That's exactly right. And you know, all the admonitions as they ran out there. Take care of the ball. Secure everything. Be tight in everything that you do. No let up. No crazy plays. And they can go home with a victory.
Let's see here if they can do all those things and hang on to this victory. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And they'll go on the ground. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Raiders on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now they try the right side here. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. As they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Here now, Johnny Townsend. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down.
Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Push him back! Push him back! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
Back to throw. Burns. So this will be accepted as it. He's back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Drake. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And I think that's going to do it. They can't get another play off. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Oakland, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they will fall to 1-1, and they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
I done seen the best of